I want to talk about some of Josh Norman's comments in the post game. It's going on right now. We only wait for Kyle's to be done, and then we go on so we can talk football with you guys. But they've been asking him about how he's played and his turnovers that he's been creating. So you got to look for opportunities. They're all over the field. And then he was asked how the defense played last couple of games. He said exceptional. And then, which I thought was funny, y'all got to show my head coach some love. You've been getting him hell recently. So Norman knows what's up. Norman sees social media, obviously, and apparently the players know when Coach Shanahan is getting kind of torn apart on Twitter, which is funny. I thought that was funny. Rightfully so, though. I mean, let's be honest. They had been playing very ugly.
Yeah, there's been some unevenness, but I mean, Kyle has looked good these last few weeks. And I think that, again, if Kyle is, we talked a few weeks ago about, man, maybe he looks like he's just not into it or whatever. He's got that struggle face going on. I think that he's making it easier on himself, Let's get these blowout wins. Let's, go back to what we do, which is scheming up the run game, limit the opportunity. Because earlier on in the season, I mean, it seemed like they were throwing the ball an inordinate amount, more so than they should have been, considering Jimmy Garoppolo and his limitations. But now that they've kind of gone away from that, and now that you don't have the pressure of necessarily putting in Trey Lance right away because you're starting to win and you're in the hunt, now you can just go back to coaching and doing what you do best. And that's why I always was like, take the personnel decisions out of his hands. Just let him coach. If he's coaching, that's all. If all he's doing is coaching, he's in a good spot. It's when you start getting the too much power, like, oh man, I picked this guy, so I got to play him. Oh man, I picked this guy, so I got to play him. Or like, I don't like this guy, even though he's best for the team. You have to get away from that external stuff. All those externalities, they hamper him as a coach. So when he's out there and he's just scheming and drawing up plays, it's that's a thing of beauty. That's what you want to see. It reminds me of the old John Madden when he would get on the whiteboard, and just, boom, 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 and doing his thing. And that's what he loved to do. And for me, when I watch Kyle, I don't think he likes all of the media stuff. He doesn't like all the drama or anything like that. What he does like is drawing up plays and scheming his offense. So if he can do that, we're in a good spot.
Yeah, very well said. Brandon here says, can we talk about the first series? Another 18-plus drive.
18 20
plus
plays.
Drive. Took most first quarter.
And it was 13:45 for that first drive.
Yeah, insane. I mean, they ran 33 of the game's first 37 plays. And at one point, they had more first downs, which 14, than total yards for the Jaguars, which was 12 midway through the second quarter. Very impressive. And this is a totally different start than we've seen from the 49ers during their 4-game losing streak. When they were starting off very, very slow, they'd be lucky to go into halftime with the touchdown or a couple of first downs. This is a different team, and it's very impressive to see. I wanted to ask you, though, Matt, it was a bit controversial on Twitter, obviously, that first drive, get all the way down inside the 3, and it's 4th and 1 from the 3, take a timeout, look to go for it. And then on the other end of the timeout, they end up sending Robbie Gould out there for the field goal. Do you think that was the right choice at that moment? I know in hindsight, yes, obviously not a big deal, but in that moment.
I would have gone for it because not only were you so it was 4th and 1 at the 2, so you had an opportunity to get a first down, if not a touchdown. I can understand if it was like 4th and goal from the 2, that's a little more dicey because you have to get those 2 yards. But I mean, you're looking at a team that does really well with Jimmy Garoppolo doing the quarterback sneaks, and you just needed that 1 yard. So I probably would have gone for it, but I'm not going to kill him for not. I think that he's had more egregious types of like what was it, the game against Arizona where he punted from like the 39? That was way worse. Punted from the 39 and they were down like 17 points. That was a way worse give up than this. This was, you got points. So, you put a little pressure, and then of course they get the 3 and out and then march down the field and score a touchdown. So it was really a moot point after that. I think that he might have gone for it if it was more like the third quarter, but the fact that it was the opening drive of the game, I think that there's something in a coach's mind where he's like, man, I schemed all these plays. We had them on our sheet. We got to get something out of this. So I think that's where his mindset was at that time.
That's fair. I agree with that. I agree with you as well. I would have gone for it on 4th down because, like you said, you could have gotten the first down without scoring a touchdown. And it looked like he wanted to go. And I thought it was funny when they came back from halftime, the sideline reporter, I forget her name. I'm not sure if it was Laura Oakman or another But she said, "Oh, I spoke to Kyle about that first drive, and he said, oh, it was killing me. I wanted to go for it so badly, but then I ultimately decided against it." And it's like, if you want to go for it, just go for it. But in hindsight, it wasn't a big deal because they won very, very comfortably.
Yeah.
But I like the aggressiveness. Previously, obviously, they
Yeah.
went
And I
with the
think they
field
went for
goal.
a fourth down later in the game, did they not?
They got the touchdown to Kittle on fourth down.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, I think the situation dictated why he took 3 points. I really do think that it's because of the fact that it was the opening drive, and it's like we got to come away with points. I'd hate to. I mean, imagine having a 21 play drive where you get nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
So 3 is better than nothing, and I think he even alluded to that in the post game presser, where he's like, the wrong answer in that situation is 0 points.
yeah. Which is
So
correct. Yeah, that's a great take. So
yeah,
I do agree with that. Getting the points no matter what, especially because that could be demoralizing for an offense as well. You get all the way down there and then you come away with nothing.
yeah.
But yeah, overall, it wasn't a big deal because the Niners completely took care of business against the Jaguars.